So one of the questions that I'm asked by those who are already in my environment who know that I do sessions with people individually or in group or in family systems, um, when trying to describe what sessions look like, they have a hard time, and there's a reason for that. The reason is it's very hard to figure out how to explain it. And part of that is because everybody has an individualized session. There is a generalized protocol, which is things that I check into. For example, before we even start, I make sure that um, energy is transmitting through the body comfortably, the body and the mind are connected. If there are any extracurricular energies going on in or around the body, we need to get rid of those first because that otherwise will taint all the discussion that we're going to attempt to have together as the person and I. Um, and the most comfortable way to start a session is typically with question. Although sometimes people have waited so long to try to get resolutions on things that they end up having multiple questions and issues. And more often than not, those all have a link or a base to them of some um, 2, 3 base notes as to how those base notes are impacting the entirety of the problems that are coming through the door. So, as I mentioned before, I'm a bridge, um, which means that I get things from one side to the other, chaos to clarity, pain to less pain, whatever that is. So I am always guided to, for whatever reason it happens to be my process, I'm always guided to figure out ways of bridging solutions, understandings together within the context of what this person's issues are. So that's why they're all different, because not everybody has the same background. Nobody can do what I do because they don't have my background. They don't have my life. I've lived my life. Nobody else has. And so I look at the people who come see me with sessions the same way. My goal is to perceive them in their life. I have been given the ability and I have worked hard and exercised the muscle of acceptance and understanding that I can take myself into whatever time frame of that person's life and see the energy in that moment and what potentially could have been going on to be able to match it to what's going on now. I have very little fascination in past lives. I do believe in them, but I do not go there with mind candy concepts. If they are not relevant to what's going on now, they're not relevant, period. And so each session is different. And that's why it's a little bit difficult to explain what a session looks like. It may be that the physical starts something emotional. The subject matters can go from, honestly, almost everything. I do not have permission to do discussions about people who are 18 and up. If people come in with subjects that include another person, I can only do the session with the person that's in front of me. 18-year-old and down, I still check in for permission. But if it's a parent talking about a child and needs some resolution, then yes, typically I have permission to do that. What else? I think that's kind of it. Oh, places to draw from. So I check emotional, psychic, psychological, structural, physical, chemical, spiritual, viral, nutritional, energetic. I think that's it. And I also include past life if we have to. So those are all kind of the places and the windows of places that I'm allowed to go to. Sometimes I go places that I don't even know. Oh, we do also include genetics, cultural, and what else? Historical. So honestly, we do try to wrap in like everything, and that's the reason why solutions are created, because we do wrap in everything together. It's a blessing. It also makes a lot of work for me sometimes, but I'll do it. I'm used to doing it, and so those are the places we can pull from. I have 25 plus different systems that I use that I can be guided through. There are times when I am given new techniques that I don't question. I just do them. They cause no harm. Then I'm fine with them. Um, and always open to learning. And I learn tons, always from sessions, because I remove myself as part of the need to understand and need to know. It's always guided to the person who's with me or the people who are with me, and the subject doesn't even matter. Business, home. I've read houses for people prior to buying them, so they knew where to look for repairs. Um, Energy readings in rooms, feng shui-ish kind of things. So that's my crazy life. And so sessions are based around that. Again, sessions can be one-on-one. They can be on Skype, over the phone. Energy to me is like sending an email. It gets there. As long as the lines are clear, it gets there. That's why I clear everything first. And it's a heck of a lot of fun. I really like what I do. And I tried to get out of this for a really long time, and I came back because it just needs to be done. And it needs to be done to more people fast and soon. And so I want to open up the private sessions into also having group discussions on these subject matters that I'm going to talk about in these videos, because people need this information and it needs to happen to balance out this world right now. All right, that's about it. Ask your questions and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks. Bye.